Eshu is evil, and anybody that believes in African spirituality or orishas will burn in hell. These are few of many things the true Abrahamic religion practitioners always say whenever they want to defame or attack African spirituality or Ifa Orisha spirituality in its entirety. They say demeaning things about the Irumole Eshu. They say things like he's a trickster, they say he's Satan, they say he's demonic, and so many bad things. And each time I ask them, why do you feel that Eshu is evil? Why do you feel that the Irumale Eshu is Satan? They say things like, oh, he's a trickster, oh, he doesn't do anything good, oh, whenever you go to Eshu, the only thing Eshu does is to do evil, and Eshu makes other people cry, do this and do that. And then I always, tell them a little story, and I want you to listen to the end. You see, during the time of inception, when Eshu was still here in human flesh, Eshu and all other Irumales were around, to take care of the affairs of the world. There is a woman who only had one child, and death, Iku, now kidnapped the child and took the child to his abode. And then the woman was very restless, very sad, and was screaming and calling out for help. And she was advised to go and seek, spiritual guidance. And then she went to go and meet an Ifa priest. When she got to that Ifa priest, a consultation was made for her, and she was told to take some certain things to take to Eshu, to appease Eshu. And she was kind of, worried. She lost her son. You are asking him how to take something to Eshu. How does that correlate? But she, believed and took an action. So she got everything and take it right to Eshu. And when Eshu got it, Eshu thanked her, and then Eshu asked her to go, that she is going to see her son. And then Eshu decided to go to Iku's house, but he pretended as if he is coming from a journey. And then he passed by Iku's house. He met Iku's, death. He met death sitting in front of his house. And then he, branched and said hello to death. And then he asked death, I'm coming from a journey, and this is what they gave me there. Do you care for it? Let's sit down and eat together, since I am the only one at home. And death said, okay, that's fine. Then let me go inside, get us some gin, and all these things, so that they can have fun while they eat. And then they ate the food. And when they, finish with the food, then Eshu asked death, do you know who gave me this food? And death was like, well, I care less. You brought the food and I have eaten it. I do not care where this food came from. And then Eshu told death that this food came from a particular woman, and then she named the woman and described the woman. And death was furious. Death was furious. He said, the son of this woman is in my room, and I am planning to devour him tonight. And Eshu said, well, what are we now going to do about this, because the woman is kind? And death was like, Eshu, you betrayed me. You know about this. You betrayed me. You know that when I eat somebody's food, I am not going to kill that person anymore. And then Eshu said, well, that means the boy has to go, even though I don't know about it. And Iku was forced to let go of that boy. And Eshu took the boy and, take him back into the city. Now, when the mother of the child saw his son, she was happy. She was very elated. She was extremely joyous that she found his son. And then she went to the Ifa priest to thank the Ifa priest. The Ifa priest in return thanked Olodumare and thanked Eshu. And now, Iku was not very happy with Eshu. Death was not happy with Eshu because he felt betrayed. You understand what I mean? Now, what is my point here? Eshu is a trickster, but the tricks he uses, it is to benefit some people. He needs that gift to be able to execute what Olodumare asked him to come and do on earth. Now, because of this, the Abrahamic religion practitioners condemn Eshu and compare, or let me say, they translate him as Satan. Whereas, if as a Christian you go to church, as a Muslim you go to mosque, and then you went there to pray inside the mosque, and you are saying all my enemies should die, all the enemies that does not want me to progress in life should fall down and die, and let's assume that Jesus Christ approves of your prayer, Allah approves of your prayer, and your enemies begins to die, you are going to be very happy. But in return, remember that your enemy might be the father of somebody, your enemy might be the mother of somebody, your enemy might be the child of somebody. Now, as you are happy that you are progressing in life and your enemies are dead, in the family of your enemies, they are crying, they are weeping because they just lost their loved ones. So, are we going to say Jesus is evil? Are we going to say Allah is evil just because he decided to protect his own? Eshu also protects his own. Eshu also used the gift that Olodumare has endowed to him to achieve the assignment he needs to achieve. For everybody who is just coming into Ifa Orisha spirituality or your African spirituality, wherever you might be from, listen, do not let the teachings of these people discourage you from retracing your step back to your ancestral line. The Irumales are not evil. None of the Orishas are evil. None of the deities are evil. The deities are here on earth to do the assignment in which they have to do. Eshu is not Satan. Satan is a fallen angel. Satan is a demon. Eshu is an Irumale and a close ally with Olodumare. Eshu is the intermediary between we humans and all other Orishas and Irumale. Eshu is a man of integrity. When you do something, he makes sure that justice is served. Oro Eshu, Àbọrú, Àbọyè, Àbọsíse.